Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, today we're talking about Orphan First Kill from 2022. So, I actually watched this for the first time last night, and I was honestly pleasantly surprised with this film. It's been, I'm trying to think here, it's been at least a good 10 years or so since I've seen Orphan, the original. So, it was kind of interesting going into this film after not seeing the original for so long. But I did know the twist already, and they establish it right away in this film. Um, and let me just kind of talk. I'll just kind of explain how I felt about it, and then I'll get into spoilers, and I'll let you know when spoilers are ahead. So yeah, this film was great. Um, I feel like Isabel Furman coming back, doing such a good job at this role. I would love to see a third one just to make it a trilogy and then maybe stop there, just bookend it with one more, please. And I honestly hope the director that did this film, or no, did he do the original too? I'm not 100% on that. But the guy who directed this film, I hope he does the third one because just the way he directs, I feel like is perfect for this type of film. But yeah, I would suggest you go out and watch it. What is it on Paramount Plus? I think exclusively. So yeah, I would suggest going out or watching this for sure. Okay, so we're gonna get into some spoilers now. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Okay, so this film, I feel like did such a good job at adding a twist in that like I knew that there was a twist at some point, but I didn't know what it was. And the fact that it's like right in the center of the movie is perfect because then you get to see sort of a level playing field with Esther and Julia Stiles' character. They're at a level playing field. Julia Stiles, knows and it's known since before she even got off the plane from Estonia that that's not Esther, my daughter. Um, and so it levels the playing field completely with them too. And I love the campiness, the sort of back and forth. What are they going to do next to each other? And yeah, I thought it was great. The fact that we got a good 45 minutes or so of just that whole fallout and what happens is I think it's great. But I do have to say the dad in this film, I don't necessarily think he deserved um, what he got because he's just on the fucking sidelines. He had no idea about any of this. He has no idea that his little girl, who he thinks is missing, has been dead for so many years, or for a few years now, and she's never coming back. And then he dies anyways. And I felt bad for the guy. But yeah, this film was great, and I did want to mention one other thing is the perspective of because Isabel Furman is now an adult. She's in her mid 20s, and she's I believe like 5'3", which is still very tall for a girl that's supposed to be like 10 or 12 years old in that age range. And so they had to I believe they used two doubles for her that were two little girls. I think they were around 8 or 10 years old. And then they also had everyone but Isabel Furman. They had to wear these platforms because like when you see them talking to each other, you don't see, you only see maybe like chest up or shoulders up in the framing. But Isabel Furman and Julia Stiles are more than likely, I would say maybe Julia Stiles is a few inches taller than she is. So they have to put these boots on to essentially make her look like she's a 10-year-old height. And then, yeah, they did a lot of Texas switches in the scene where S or Lena is escaping from the Sarn Institute. Um, there's that long one take down the hallway, and you can see her going in and out of stuff. And they did a lot of Texas switches throughout that long take, and I thought that was great. One other, and I would say, like me, I would say about 30 minutes in, I finally, started to notice like, oh, that's clearly, a double and whatever. But once you notice it, you forget about it because it's an orphan movie, and it's gonna be like this. The campiness, like I said, I feel like is even higher in this film than the previous, which great. I enjoy camp, and I feel like they toe the line perfectly between campiness and like seriousness. Like the campiness isn't overshadowing the more dramatic parts of this film, which I can appreciate that a lot too. But yeah, 3.5 stars. I feel like it's teetering between 3.5 and 4 for me, if I'm being honest. But I feel like 3.5 is a solid choice. But yeah, I'd say go out and watch it, and I think most people are gonna enjoy it.